I need your advice on dehumidifier condensation problems.
It is usually a problem if a dehumidifier does not create condensation, since that's the humidity it is removing from the air.
The dehumidifier seems to be alternating between too much condensation and not enough.
If the unit is overheating due to a motor problem or electrical problem, it will shut off until cooled down, then start back up later.
Sometimes the units shut off when the air intake is way hotter than the air going out, such as when you move it to a much hotter room.
That can happen until the unit reaches room temperature, but you're talking about alternating between not working and too well, and a safety feature seems the most likely.
I'm not smelling smoke or anything.
Good, because Frigidaire, Gree, Danby and a few others had a recall around 2012 or so for units that actually caught fire.
The only thing worse than a unit not running is one not running while burning down your house.
Another possibility is that the coils are freezing. If the condensate freezes on the coils, the unit can't remove more humidity from the air until it thaws.
Do I have to take a blow dryer to it?
Some dehumidifiers have built-in defrosters that sizzle as they thaw it out, while others simply switch to fan mode to blow room temp air on it. As the ice thaws, you could get more water flowing into the reservoir than it can handle at once.
That might explain the ebb and literal flow.
And the solution could be as simple as changing out the air filters. If the filters are so clogged the unit cannot get good enough airflow, it cannot push out the drier air and has wet air circulate longer around the coil, freezing.
Now that I think about it, if the filters are really clogged or the air intake is choking on dust bunnies, you could get overheating of the motor or air nozzles, which could turn it off as a safety feature.
You could have a dehumidifier alternating between hot and cold, like a bad Katy Perry song. You could also have a refrigerant leak, so the unit ices up around the leak and has to shut down to thaw. I'm assuming ice isn't clogging the drain, but dirt certainly could, or you just have more melt water than the drain is meant to handle.
What if it is not generating enough condensate when running normally?
Dust off the coils, since the dirt can act as insulation, preventing the air from getting cold enough to generate condensate.
Of all the things that needed to be cleaned in the basement, the dehumidifier was last on my list.